battling a hot rut in Iowa.
I'm up the bat, taking the PSC. We're heading back to Iowa.
The time of the year that we all been waiting for.
My biggest concern is we got a big warm front coming. I don't know how this is all going to turn out.
What's the warmest temperature you've ever sat during a good old Midwestern rut? I'm Matt Drury, and this is DOD TV. Pow pow! This segment of DOD TV is brought to you by Analogics. Protect your herd with the power of science. This week we catch up with Drury Outdoors team member Greg Glesinger as he and his son Derek travel north after capitalizing on Missouri's youth season. If you missed that hunt and want to rewind, click here. If you're on a mobile device, the link for that hunt is in the info below. Otherwise, let's travel to Iowa with Greg as he attempts to round out his journey and fill that coveted Iowa archery tag.
Well, it's November the 5th, the time of the year that we all been waiting for. Derek just killed out at the Missouri youth gun season, so hopes are high. See what we can do.
It's tough to come off a high like that after Derek lays down a big mature whitetail, but now it's my turn. I'm up the bat, taking the PSC. We're heading back to Iowa, but my biggest concern is we got a big warm front coming. I don't know how this is all going to turn out. Well, when you're spending time at the farm and it's warm, deer hunting seems to take the back seat. So we're fixing gates, fixing fences, and etc.
The work never stops.
We've got the perfect wind to go check this trail camera that I hadn't had an opportunity for some time. There was a south wind, so I said, you know what? Let's go do a dive in, even though it's 72, 73 degrees. I want to check this Reconyx camera just to see what's around.
Well, it's November the 5th. It's like 65 degrees. So we're like, you know, let's make a productive day and start checking trail cameras in the afternoon. So we know when the cold front does hit, we know we're going to maximize our opportunities.
On my way to the camera, I actually see a doe, and next to the doe is a bedded buck. The doe saw me, the buck never did. So once getting back to the truck, I was sitting there going, well, even though it's 72, 73 degrees, it is November the 5th, it's time to move, we might as well dive in.
It's November the 5th, it's like 74 degrees, but when it's November the 5th, you gotta go in no matter what the weather is because they're on their feet. You can't shoot them from the couch, so we gotta go. It's 3:30, so we gotta hustle and get settled in, but it's awful warm. We got a south wind, but hopes are high because we're in a good spot.
Without seeing it with my own eyes, my plan was not to go that afternoon because it was low 70s. But after seeing that, I thought, you know what? There's a strong possibility he's gonna come back and check those. And sure enough, at 4:10, guess who shows up? I didn't recognize the deer because his G3 was busted off. But as I went through the trail cameras, I realized that he had just shown up just a few days prior to it, and it was a deer that we were actually looking for. Once I realized who he was, even though he was a busted tine, he was on our hit list.
He stopped right there. He's a no-doubter. He might walk back out of here. He's coming.
tell me he was down? Did he?
Yeah, he just fell down. Out the hole.
Yes. We just smoked an absolute giant. It's 410 and it's 73, 74 degrees. You just never know. Never. Holy smokes, that dude. He is an absolute giant. Absolute giant. He came out looking for one thing, and that was does. And he slipped through our fingers when he first came out, but I had no shot. And sure enough, we just let natural movement take care of itself. And I thought about ground and doe bleeping, but we played it right. He went back in the woods. He had to come back and check the field. He came back out. He did a hot lap, came right in front of us at 25, 30 yards, and we believe he's down.
Pretty neat story behind this guy. We're actually doing work around the farm all day, and I said, while we're down here, let's go ahead and check some trail cameras. And on my way down to the Reconyx camera, I actually seen this deer bedded with a doe. And they walked off real calmly, and I came back up. I said, there's a good chance he might come back. And sure enough, this guy showed up at 4:10 at 73 degrees, and he was just checking for does. So when it's November the 4th, November the 5th, November the 6th, early November, regardless of weather, you just never know when these monsters are gonna be on their feet checking for does. So with that said, the PSE Rage combination found its mark, and we're sitting in front of a very nice, mature Iowa whitetail.
Year after year, I'm always surprised what these whitetails seem to teach me. Even though it's a warm front, we shouldn't be out there, but you never know. And when you think you've got it all nailed down, they always throw a twist into it. It's a year I won't forget anytime soon.
What a buck! This only goes to prove just how unpredictable these whitetails can be. Way to trust your MRI and sit even when the weather conditions weren't optimal. In the comments below, let us know how your hunting season went. As always, don't forget to subscribe to DoD TV only on the Drury Outdoors YouTube page. This segment of DoD TV is brought to you by PSE's Carbon Air Experience Performance.